of where I am. I don't actually mind being up on peak. I might just go up to the top. Footsteps still not work in a gulag. They do bloody work, but you can hear the people who are above you instead of right next to you. And we're going to the Call of Duty Next event in a couple of weeks. Nah, I didn't get an invite, sadly.
Oh, 7/18 has the new bundle.
Which one's that? Oh yeah. Oh, that berry looks horrible. This looks like flubber. That's so stupid looking. Why does it go? Why is it like rippling? That's so stupid. Good morning. We should be live now, and we're going to be playing some DMZ today, which we haven't played for a few days actually. We haven't played for a little while. It's always quite nice to sort of come back to DMZ. We did have a couple of good games on Battlefield Red Tech yesterday. It was one of those days where I do a load of games on stream and it all goes horribly wrong, and then I play a couple of games off stream and like we had some okay games. Still not like incredible, but like better. So I'm just trying to work out why I can't currently... There we go. Oh, join the official Call of Duty Discord. I couldn't get the screen up, but I've got it now. So it's all fine. So we are going to console. Pow! There we go. Yeah, so we've got a couple of missions to do. I need to do dailies, I think. So for this... Oh, I just need to destroy 2 reinforcement helicopters on a Sheikah. I feel like that's actually a bit of a pain to do, but it won't be too bad. If I can get a SAM site, I'll be okay. I'm just double checking if there's anything like else that I can do on a Sheikah that won't be too bad. Gun oil, game consoles, or Legion intel. Could maybe try and do that. Oh, actually, that learn to share. I can do that on any of them, can't I? So I could do that on a Sheikah. Right, I've got a gun. Oh, apparently I've got loads of stuff. Have I got a rocket launcher, actually? Because that would make fighting these things a lot easier. Can I change this for a launcher? And then... I'll try this. Because maybe I could just take these and then get them done this way. It's going to be quite scary, though, not having a squad. But I'll try my best. This is like... Yeah, maybe a bit risky. Good morning, Squiz. Good morning, Frot. How's it going? How is everybody? I hope you are all well. Finished watching Wonder Man yesterday. That show's really good. Really enjoyed it. It's one of those things where I didn't really know much about it. And I'd heard it was good, but I was like, oh, you know, it's another Marvel thing. I don't know if I can be bothered. And then you actually watch it, and it's like, oh, it's not that much like a Marvel thing at all. It's like, obviously got connections to the MCU, but it's not like... It's not really a superhero thing. Yeah, it was good. Like it. I've liked quite a lot of the Marvel TV shows. I think I got quite bored in Loki and WandaVision. I still liked them at the beginning, but I got quite bored of them towards the end. But I liked Captain America and the Winter Soldier. I like... Or Falcon and Winter Soldier, I think that was called. I liked She-Hulk. I liked Hawkeye. There's just been quite a lot of good shows. I liked the new Daredevil. We just finished Yellowstone. I'd heard... Weirdly, I saw someone talking about that the other day, on maybe on Reddit or something. And they were saying that they thought Yellowstone was really overrated, and that put me off, but... And then what you're saying there, not amazing. It's like... Oh. Right, I need a SAM site. There's one there. Can I get that? This is going to be a maybe I'll get this done straight away, and maybe there'll be a day of me attempting.
Enemy threat is moderate near your location.
Because this is going to incur the wrath of a lot of people when I get up here. I'm hoping it's kind of out of the way of where people generally go to fight, but we'll see.
Ultra One, be advised. Threat level is high in this AO. Expect contact. Ultra One, actual. Set security around the site. We're acquiring the signal now. Squad of operators near your position.
Oh, I missed it.
Ultra One, activity has increased in the area. Keep your eyes open. Enemies deployed a bomb drone. Ultra One, intel believes that could be a high priority target. There's an open contract on it. Confirm that kill could close it and secure payment.
Wow. That sucked.
Ultra One, SAM site secure. Airspace locked down. Ultra One, be advised. A squad of operators is near your location.
Right, well, I've got a SAM site. I managed to...
Ultra One, enemy threat is moderate in the AO.
maybe get away from those people. This thing didn't work. At all. I've got no plates. I was really hoping there would be some helicopters after I got that SAM site, you know, for it to shoot. Looks like not so much. What's that?
Enemy UAV overhead.
Surely my SAM site. Hey, that's one. That is one. Right, that's good, that's good. I've done one.
Ultra One, actual. We've got a lock on an enemy supply drop. Missile out.
I need plates, I need plates. Quite badly, I need plates, I need plates, I need plates.
Aircraft destroyed.
Oh, did I just destroy another one? I got it done. Woo! That's great. I think I got it done, didn't I? No, what? That didn't count? It said aircraft destroyed. Yeah, it is nice when seasons end well. Like I said, Wonder Man, I thought, did well. That, like, The Bear, season 5 of that I thought was really good. Really good ending.
Ultra One, enemy threat appears low in this area.
I'm literally looking for plates before I go back up. I've been looking for plates for ages. And someone has been here. Which makes this more difficult. It's not like impossible to find plates though when someone's been here because they miss stuff. Like this. They do miss stuff. Good morning, Eminence. How's it going? How are you? Hope you're doing well. Man, I saw a ridiculous thing this morning that nearly made me late, actually. So, I live in a county called Norfolk. And a few months ago, there was this local animal activist who was protesting something that I think was quite stupid at the police station.
Ultra One, actual.
At the
Actual to Ultra One. Positive impact. Aircraft destroyed.
at the
Cargo
so
on your
the
map.
the Norfolk police station. She was there, protesting. And yeah, the thing that she was protesting against, I thought was kind of dumb. It was like it was a kind of, I don't know what it was, some old guy hit a pigeon with a mobility scooter and it was injured, and he like used his...
Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements.
Oh my god, I was like, oh finally I found an armor plate, and then it's like, no. And now I'm not going to have time to shoot that one down. God damn it. Yeah, so some old guy hit a pigeon with a mobility scooter. And it was injured, so he used his walking stick to finish it off. You know how... Oh, I might have got it.
Enemy threat is high.
You know how old people are like, oh, we should put it out of its misery.
Close air is unavailable.
And right or wrong, hey, I got it done. Rightly or wrongly, anyway, he killed this pigeon. And he wasn't charged for that. Oh my god. Sorry. Quick. There we go. Yeah, rightly or wrongly, he wasn't charged for that as like animal cruelty or anything. The police were just like, whatever, it's a pigeon. And so these people were protesting that that guy should get charged. I think their point wasn't so much that they cared deeply about this pigeon. I think their point was, if you have rules about, if you have laws about animal cruelty, you ought to enforce them. This is a great place to come to. Look at this. That was their, you know, thinking. Anyway. So so they went to protest in the police station, the main police station, sort of headquarters for the police. And I just kind of want to get out now.
Moving here, marking extraction zone.
Oh my god, made me jump. Yeah, they went to protest, and the police didn't like them. Like, they were being in there, and they were being, you know, they were all shouty in the sort of public part of the police station. They were being all shouty and loud. And seemingly causing a bit of a problem. And the police didn't like that, you know. Shockingly, the police didn't like that. And the people refused to get out of the way, to get out of the police station. And so one of the police took it to... One of the police, took it upon themselves to, like, grab the protesters and shove them out of the police station. And, like, properly, like, the main protester is this person called Gemma Barnes, who's, like, a woman who's not that big. And the policeman was, like, a big policeman and shoved her, like, into the road, basically. Like, shoved her down. Fairly forcefully. And this whole thing was recorded on a body camera that Gemma was wearing. Okay. And then what happened was there was a long back and forth argument with the police and this protester. And then they decided to arrest her and put her in handcuffs, even though she wasn't, like, resisting or anything. She was just... I can't believe how well that mission went, by the way. Even though she wasn't resisting or anything, they handcuffed her. And they took her body cam off. And then the funny part is, they didn't turn it off. They didn't turn their her body camera off. They just put it in. One of the police just had it in their pocket and was going about their day in the police station. recording everything, like just audio pretty much, but like recording everything that was being said around this police officer in the police station. And the stuff they were talking about was horrific. Like, first of all, they were talking about the protester who got arrested. One of the people who was with her was trans, and they spent a lot of time making fun of the trans person. One of the police said that they arrested her just because they were trans. They were like pulling up photos of her and like making fun of the way she looked and stuff, and like just being really horrible. They were talking about, with Gemma, they were talking about like fabricating evidence and sort of fabricating crimes and saying like, oh, we're going to do loads of these witness statements and we're just going to like be creative with them. As in, they were saying they were trying to set her up. And one police officer was like, oh, you can just be patient, just wait, like she'll get a criminal offense like eventually, just wait. And the others were like, no, we need to come down hard on them, blah blah blah. And then there was someone, a police officer was bragging about how she illegally arrests and does stops and searches on black women specifically, and they were laughing about the different excuses they come up with to stop and search black women. And then one of the police officers was talking about how he'd gone to this brothel that it sounds like at first he didn't know it was a brothel, but then he was like, oh, like I'm definitely gonna go back there after after work. It was wild. Like the stuff they were talking about was like properly crazy. It's like all of the stuff that if you were writing a script and you were like, we want to have like locker room chat of a load of police being like corrupt in the ways that you know, if you thought the worst of the police, the ways that you would expect. And they were literally within one like 4-hour period, I think it was, that this camera was left on, there was like institutional racism, sexism, like loads of sexist jokes, police going to brothels, them like fabricating crimes and evidence. It's like the most insane, and they were just like openly talking and laughing about it in the police headquarters of Norfolk. It's insane. And so like this animal activist has been like for a while, because this all happened like 6 months ago, but basically it sounds like she just got the body cam back recently and then was like, oh, you recorded all of this, and she's uploaded, you can listen to the entire thing on YouTube. I think it's like Gem269 on YouTube. You can listen, like she uploaded the entire footage, like completely unedited. There's like 4 hours of it, and then she uploaded an edited version with timestamps so you can go to the bits that she thought was interesting. But it's like, it's wild. And it's like, obviously the police are just being like, oh yeah, we'll investigate this internally and stuff. But it's like, how could those people not get fired? It's insane. It's like, yeah, like you're saying, Squiz, it's the sort of stuff where it's like, I could understand a lot of the stuff they were saying being kind of a crime, even if it was just people talking in the pub. Like the stuff they were saying was like properly bad. Like, you know, not like, oh, I think this, but like, this is what I'm gonna do, or this is what I've done. You know, just confessing to things that were crimes. But then for it to be the police doing it, much, much worse. For it to be the police openly talking about it in the headquarters of the police is like, that implies that this whole thing is just institutional, that was just another day for them. You know, it's like the fact that they're willing to just openly talk about how they illegally stop and search or arrest black women, or the fact that they're going to a brothel, or the fact that like they're gonna just like make up statements to make it seem worse for somebody who they didn't like. Like, that's wild. And it's like, don't get me wrong, the activist person comes across as super irritating and like, you know, like she was obviously trying to antagonize people. But I feel like, and it's like that sort of, I'm immediately a bit like, ugh, don't do that. Don't antagonize people. But then maybe like that's what it needs to expose stuff like this. Like if it wasn't for her doing that, then you wouldn't see it wouldn't have exposed what these people are like. And it's like, I used to share a house. One of my housemates, when I was just finished uni, when I first started teaching, was a police officer who'd like been at uni at the same time as me, but then he'd done a law degree and then gone to be a police officer. And he was like, he was an idiot, and he'd always be like, being like, oh, you know, I'm on Prince of Wales tonight, I'm going to go out fighting. And there was a big helicopter crash in Suffolk once, and he was like, oh, like, we were all put out to, like, go guard the crash site, but it's like, no one told us what to do, so I was just standing in a field for hours with nothing to do. You know, he was like that, just an idiot, just boneheaded. And then, like, but I did know that in his law degree, his dissertation, he'd done on justifying why he thought, like, racial profiling for stop and search and stuff like that was actually a good thing to do. And the police still hired him. And it's like, you know, he was clearly a racist, and he was clearly an idiot who saw his job as a police officer as to go out fighting. It's wild. It's wild. I hope it becomes a massive scandal. Like, there's been a few news stories about it already, but I feel like it's all being... Like, I don't feel like the press has picked up on it as much as I would like them to. I feel like the press should, like, blow it up. And it's a weird situation that I live on a street where the police come to our door not infrequently because crimes happen on the street, and the police come to our door to be like, did you see anything? And the answer is almost always no, because it's all of the crime is just like, there's a couple of families that argue with each other a lot, and so the police fairly often come to our door and are like, did you see anything? Have you seen anything suspicious lately? And I'm like, no. And they're like, okay, let us know if you do, bye. And one time I had to ring the police because someone was shouting at someone while holding a kitchen knife behind their back, and I rang the police because I was like, this guy might stab someone. And I've seen, yeah, stuff like that. Not a lot. It's not like a rough area even. It's just there are some rough people. But anyway, because I have more interactions with the police than normal, I would be like, oh, I should repost all of this stuff about the police. I should post it on my Instagram, on Twitter, on TikTok. You know, get people to hear about this because this is a big deal. These police officers should not be in that position of power. They should be fired. I just feel like they should 100% be fired after listening to that. But I genuinely worry that I don't want to make myself a target. I don't want to be like, have the police be like, oh, that guy's a problem. If the police are like that, if the police are like making up like charges against somebody and saying people lying about stuff on statements to try and get someone in more trouble, I don't want them to have a problem with me. Oh, Alphas, it's someone where I live got arrested by a police officer. Well, got shoved to the ground, then arrested for protesting. And then they were wearing a body cam which got taken as kind of evidence, but really it just got shoved in a police officer's pocket, who didn't turn it off and recorded 4 hours or so of audio inside the police station. And there was like the police talking about going to brothels, a brothel. There was police talking about bragging about how they illegally stop and search or arrest black women. They were talking about making up stuff on statements to try and get someone in more trouble, to try and make it so someone could be charged with a crime. They were laughing at trans people and pulling up photos of someone they just arrested, and someone said that they'd arrested them because they were trans. Yeah. And this is like my local police force. Like, this is the police in my city. And it's like, oh. Yeah, not good. Not good. Right, so I've done that one. To get this, I need 400 more reputation, which is I get 300 from that. And then I get 300 from that. I need to do this. Give your insured weapon to an enemy operator. I need to get that one done. I also need to get this one done. Extract items. Extract 4 hard drives. I'll just whack that on rather than the Ashika one. Why not? Oh, I need to change this. Oh. My key stash is full. Keys. What keys do I have? Well, I don't need 2 of those, so can I destroy that? I can... Yeah, I don't need that. Right, Almanzar. I need to try and give my weapon to someone and they need to extract. Turns out if you lower the bar for entry, you end up with them in positions of power. I mean, I don't know if it's even... when you say lower, it sounds like it's gone down from where it was before. I'm not sure the police have got worse. Necessarily. But I think it's easier for normal people to find out what they're like. I usually don't have much of a problem with the police in the UK. I've not had a bad experience of them. Like, in my youth for various things, I didn't have run-ins with the police. I never got in trouble. I'm a good boy. But I had some interactions with the police for other people I knew. And I never really had an issue with it, or the way people were treated. But I get the impression there's always, you know, I'm a white middle-class man. I'm like the least likely to be a victim of anything to do with that. It's like you hear all the terrible stuff about police in America, and it's like, oh, that was the worst. And I've always taken the approach of like, oh, people in, you know, the police in England aren't bad. You hear of terrible things happening, but you assume that that's like, you know, like what they say in America, it's a bad apple. But it's like, yeah. This in the Norfolk police, for my local police, is really bad. Really bad. Like I'm saying, the fact that they're willing to openly talk about making up evidence and illegally, racially profiling people, they feel comfortable talking about that in the middle of the police headquarters for Norfolk. That's so bad. So, hopefully they all get fired. But then we have not enough police. I don't know what the solution is. How do you get good people to be police? Well, you pay them, I guess. But you don't even want that. You don't want people doing it for money. That sort of happened with teaching a little bit, where it's like all the academies were like, oh, how do we get people to stay on as teachers? We'll just offer them lots more promotion stuff. They made up all of these nonsense middle manager positions so teachers could get, like, had more of a, you know, back in the old day, if you were a teacher, essentially, you were a teacher, and then you stayed a teacher, maybe you'd become head of department. Some subjects you were just head of department by default, and then maybe you'd become a head teacher. And that was it. And most people didn't even want to become a head teacher, so most people would just be a teacher, and that was fine for their entire career. But now it's like, oh no, you need to get on, like, get extra responsibilities. You need to keep on getting, like, extra little pay increases, extra little things. It's all nonsense. It just makes loads of extra work for people, but doesn't help anyone. And then, like, there's always been an argument with teaching, which I agreed with, that not only would you be an idiot to get into teaching for the money, but you don't want people to get into teaching for the money. You want people to get into teaching because it's a vocation. Because they want to teach. Because they're the best teachers, are people who want to teach. And all the worst teachers I've ever known are the very career-driven ones. And I assume it's the same with the police. You don't want someone to become a police officer because the money's good. You want someone to become a police officer because they want to help their community. Don't know. Do you think it'd be as bad as USA, if the normal patrol police in the UK carried guns instead of specific armed police? Yeah. Yeah, if normal police in the UK started carrying guns, there would be police shootings all the time. I believe that. We have very, very few police who have guns, and there's still occasionally police shootings. So, if you gave even less trained officers guns, there would be more police shootings, and that would be bad. There's very, 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 very few situations where it makes sense for the police to shoot someone. Like, essentially, it's only, is someone about to murder somebody? Then it makes sense to shoot them to stop them from murdering somebody. And even then, it's probably better if you don't kill them. Because, you know, attempted murder doesn't have a death penalty. But you can see the practical reason in why they would do it. Because it's better that the person trying to do the bad thing dies rather than an innocent victim. But that's like literally the only time when it makes sense. The fact that you have like people getting killed by the police for, you know, running away or resisting arrest or stealing something is wild. Like, it's so awful. Isn't there a very famous video of a European police force showing USA police footage and asking what their response would be? Lots of responses are they'd be shot. I don't understand what you mean. Sorry, I don't understand that, Athos. But yeah, the police not having guns is a very good thing. Basically, nobody having guns in the UK is a very good thing. I can't remember hearing of a situation in the UK where something terrible happened and people were like, "Oh, if only the police had had guns, then that wouldn't have happened." I don't know. Like, forgive me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, and I've just missed it. But I can't think of a time that I've heard of that happening in my entire life. Like, not once. Whereas I have weirdly heard of stuff happening in America where police have had guns and they still haven't been able to stop the thing. Like, you know, that Uvalde school shooting where, like, the police refused to go in because they were scared of the person inside with a gun, and they just let a load of people die, and they actually actively stopped other police officers and parents from going in to help. Even though they had, like, armor and guns and all of that sort of thing, it still didn't help them. So it's like, I don't see there being any argument for our police to carry guns, like our normal police. I think it's good that we have armed response units for if something terrible happens, but I don't think it should be the standard. It should be, like, super highly trained, you know, like super highly trained people who are like, yeah, you do not use this unless absolutely necessary. I'm a big believer in that whole thing of, like, was it Rousseau who said it? Someone said it about, like, or Voltaire, who was like, I'd rather 1,000 guilty people go free than one innocent person be put to death. And it's like, yeah, 100%. Like, 100%. You can't take it back if you kill someone. Sorry, EU police force showed US police footage of the EU force in violent confrontational situations and asked US cops, oh, I see what their response would be. It was about non-violent options. Yeah. I mean, well, you see it all the time. Like, the number of times where there's, like, something happens in Europe and our police arrest them and no one else gets hurt. And it's like, how is that not always a better solution than times when in the US they get shot? It's wild. The American situation with guns is wild.
Enemy threat is high, so expect contact.
And I find it weird that they, like, not all, obviously, but some try to justify it by saying, like, they try to make out that, like, England and, like, Europe have a much bigger violent crime problem than we do. Where, you know, they'll say things like, oh, well, oh, man, that's a loud gun. Where's the others? There's normally 3. That's such a loud gun. Oh, there's another thing here. I feel like I missed this one normally. Yeah, they sort of make out that all these other places that don't do what they do are somehow dangerous. Which just isn't true. You know, it's like, there's more, like, people say, like, oh, you know, England's horrible, there's so much knife crime, can't go outdoor without getting stabbed in some parts of London, there's no-go zones, and it's like, A, that's just not true. And B, per capita, there is more knife crime in America than there is in the UK. Which is crazy. Well, not knife crime. Sorry, there's more attacks with knives. It's just that in England, it's a crime to have a knife, which leads to lots of statistics saying, oh look, there's crazy amounts of knife crime. And it's like, yeah, it's just the crime was someone had a knife. Which isn't exactly the same as, like, you know, stabbing somebody. I find, I genuinely, like, I'm about as far from patriotic as you could get. What am I even doing? Extract 4 hard. I've just got to find an enemy operator. And have them extract before me.
Ultra One, enemy threat is low in the area.
Go try and find an enemy player. Chat to them. Don't know, I'll try and find it. Anyway, tell me if the game's too loud or something, by the way. Needs plates. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I'm not patriotic at all, but it does annoy me when I see.
Enemy threat is moderate. Ultra One, be advised, enemy operators are near your position.
Hey, buddy, solo. Hello? I need someone to do me a favor. I need someone to take my gun and extract with it. No, don't throw grenades at me! Hey, buddy, where are you? I just need you to take my gun and extract before I do. I'll just get a final extract, so... I'm not trying to kill you.
Ultra One, we're seeing enemy operators near your location.
Don't snipe me. Right, let's go find this guy. Hey, I just need you to take my gun. Take my gun. But we don't need to fight over this. Well, that's a team of 4, so they're not going to help me. God damn it. I'm quite impressed I managed to hit that shot. You never played Modern Warfare 2 DMZ much, you're eagerly looking forward to Modern Warfare 4. It's a lot of fun. I'm going to have a problem now that they're going to come for me. And if I get back in my car, they are going to lock on and blow me up. They're not there, which makes me think they are coming for me.
Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements incoming.
Yeah, I assume he's come closer. Trying to get away and hoping they don't lock on. No, I don't want to swim to police. Don't want to get stuck in the water if they know where I am. That would be bad.
Low in your area.
I just need to find someone who's willing to take my gun. I need to make a friend. I'll just drive around and see if I can find someone. Like, that's a team of 4, so... Or, that was a 3 and a 1. If that was a 3 and a 1, that might explain what happened there. Maybe that team of 3 dropped down and killed him after I just broke all his plates. But I would have got an assist, I think. I love how, like, varied the landscape is in Al Masra. I was playing RedSec over the last few days, and it's really, like, notable how small the map feels compared to this. Map feels huge in this. Oh, I just saw a parachute on the left. There's bots there. Bots up there that are under sub. Ow! Sorry. Don't know why I'm apologising to the lamppost, but it's fine. It's all good.
Ultra One, be advised, enemy attack helo is heading your way.
Right, all of those bots are triggered by something, I think.
Ultra One, enemy threat appears low in this area.
But I've got a comms vest on, so I should hear if there's enemy operators nearby. That's an in-joke. It's a deep cut for this stream. There's normally people on the roof there.
Ultra One, be advised, the squad of operators
There we
is
go.
near your location.
Hello! Is there anyone willing to take my gun? I need someone to take my gun for a mission. I'm just solo. I need someone to take my gun and exfil before me. Hello? No! You don't need to kill me! You don't need to kill me! Why are you up there? God damn it. Why do you need to kill me? I just need someone to take my gun. Yeah, great. Wonderful.
You've got hostile reinforcements
I need to
incoming.
give someone my gun, and then
Ultra
you
One,
extract
sending
before me.
medical request to nearby operators.
I'm just solo, there's not a team around. You might as well just pick me up, then I can help you with stuff. Oh, you're coming to save me? Nice. Yeah. Hey! Don't know if it counts as me giving you my gun if you just killed me and took it, but we'll see. If I could have my gun back, I'll drop it for you so you can take it. And then the quest will be done.
I'm taking fire. Take cover! Taking fire!
Ultra One, a squad mate is down. You are taking a fire.
There's one left. He's quite weak, some says. Oh, someone's healing up there. Nice.
You're shooting friendlies!
Armor pouch marked.
Could you heal me, please?
I got you fixed up.
Yeah, if anyone who picked up my gun before could drop it, and then I'll just drop it again for you, just to make sure I've given it to you. Then I can get my quest done. Oh, there's bots
Ultra One,
coming upstairs.
activity is increasing near your location. Stay alert. On your feet,
Thanks.
soldier. Hunt them down. Ultra One, extraction is inbound at this time.
Found the launcher.
All Ultra, Dino 4's inbound for extraction. Be with you soon.
That's not what I need.
Dino 4's at the extract point. Be advised, we can't stay here long.
Boat contract here. Car marked.
One, your squad is scattered. Sticking together will help you survive.
Well, they're not. I just have to wait for them to exfil before me. You know what? These people, I'm almost willing to bet will do the Koshite complex glitch and not extract. Because, you know, that's what people are like. One guy has already extracted, but he has not extracted with my gun. He also, it doesn't say I've given my insured weapon. So whoever had my gun, I don't know. So now I just need to play, really. The car didn't hit that man. He just dived to the ground. This is like the worst place to go for a hunt squad contract. This is an awful place to go.
Ultra One, be advised, enemy threat is high in the AO.
Attack me!
Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements incoming. Ultra One, that intel shows an enemy team with high value in the area. I need
Again, we didn't hit that guy. He died like miles away. Well, here we go. They're not moving fast or anything. They're moving kind of normal walking speed. They're in a weird place, to be honest. Is that their helicopter? No.
Ultra One, actual. Target is half a click to your northeast.
I'm gonna scout ahead. They are close.
Enemy sniper!
Ultra One, this is actual. Intel shows the warlord Al-Nar, codenamed Pyro, is active in your area. He's got a bounty on his head if you want it.
Hee. Literally just took my head off with that.
Enemy movement!
Oh my god, they just...
Drop them!
Armor pouch marked.
I want my gun back. I don't know if they have my gun. Don't think they do they? Well, did the other guy just take it and then bail? Maybe.
Ammo here!
Could stow that, equip that. Keep that. There we go. Where's our GPU? I'll take a
Find
GPU.
some armor here. Gas mask here.
Right. Oh, we're not done. I just realized. Someone just tried to snipe me. What the hell? Hey, Chris.
Actual to Ultra One, you're out of time. The contract has been pulled.
Where did this guy go? Oh, they found him. How? Oh, he was back in that.
Ultra One actual. High winds are increasing in the AO. Move to an extract point before
Fair
radiation
enough.
spreads.
Armor here.
You kind of need that.
Ultra One, be
Is that my
advised,
gun? Is that
enemy
my gun?
operators are near your position.
No, it's not mine, is it?
Dropping ammo here.
I think I just heard enemy operators are near my position. Whoa.
To the ground. Enemy movement.
Ultra One, a squad mate is down. You are taking effective fire.
Enemy movement.
Ultra One, we're seeing enemy
What the
operators
hell?
near your
These guys are good.
Got myself up.
Ultra One, a squad mate is down. You are taking effective fire.
No way.
All Ultra, be advised, killing operators will mark you as a bounty target.
Yo, teammate, there's one more on the roof, there's one more on the roof.
Ultra One, be advised, an operator in your area needs medical.
Teammate, you need plates.
Yeah, I know, but I don't have any.
Ultra One, heads up. We're seeing a squad of operators near your position.
I don't have any smokes, don't have any plates. Thanks for telling them that I don't have any. Nice.
Ultra One, be advised, enemy operators are near your position.
Yo, if you wanna try, the other guy has a med vest. Not the one in the building, but the other guy over there has a med vest.
Radiation through the area. Advise moving to extraction when able.
I got you.
Right, gotcha. If either of you have my gun and are willing to drop it so I can drop it back for you to get my mission done, that'd be great. Now they've gone quiet. Now they've gone bloody quiet.
Ultra One, be advised, threat level is high in this AO. Expect contact.
Are they actually fighting bots or players? I think they're fighting bots. Like, that guy didn't die, did he?
Ultra One, a squad mate is down. You are taking effective fire.
Enemy movement.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to go over with them.
Rover destroyed.
Where the hell is this guy? Oh, there we go. Where the hell did he go?
Enemy infantry.
No, that's not. That's not him, that was just a bot. Where did that guy go? Hey, Dylan.
Ultra One, enemy threat is moderate near your location.
I've got so far to go.
Moving here.
Extract point marked.
You can do fine, Maxville. Yeah, it's just up there.
Extraction is inbound at this time. Ultra One, enemy threat is low in the area.
This guy is not the best driver. But at least he's not doing the Koshai glitch. We are going to final.
Ultra One, we have visual on the LZ. Keep it clear.
We are getting to final. The question is, will the enemy be there? I can't believe that other guy got away. He obviously gave up fighting me, which is a bit of a compliment.
Dino 4 is holding at the extraction point. Advise you get here fast.
Right, we've got 2 minutes to get 100 meters.
Ultra
fine.
One, we're seeing
I reckon I could do that in real life.
Area. Stay sharp. Ultra, be advised, the enemy attack helo is approaching your location.
To the round!
Ultra One, we're holding for 1 minute only. Get to the extract point now.
Right. Is there going to be anything here? There is still a hunt squad, which means there's still...
Ultra One, activity has increased in the area. Keep your eyes open.
Taking effective fire! Putting smoke grenade!
Come on, I think this will help me see through smoke at least a little bit. So what are those people who are still on the map going to do? Is that guy that...
Ultra One, Dino 4, we're being ordered out
That
of the AO.
guy that
Can't stay here,
was
I'm sorry.
that we were chasing, did he just die? That's crazy. Oh well. That's quite a fun game. Got out. Ended up with basically the same gear as we had before, although now I have a medic vest, which I don't really want. I think I did a good job of getting those people back to life. I think that was pretty cool. And I extracted a hard drive. So I did something. Killed an operator, but he got straight back up again. GG. Yeah, I think that was a GG. That was, like, fine. Right, I don't need this. I'll keep these. I don't really like this PDSW. Oh, I need to swap this, actually. For this. Because I need to give it to somebody. I need to find someone I can give it to. Which is a lot easier said than done. Do. My Modern Warfare 4 beta code is here. Woo, I got a beta code for Call of Duty. That's pretty good. At least now I know that I can get one. Check your emails if you haven't got it. I got mine... Oh, I got mine 6 days ago, actually. I was just like, woo, I got one. And then it's like, oh, the 22nd of July. Okay, I got it 6 days ago. But I did get a beta code, so that's nice. How do you redeem it? Oh, you redeem it on the Activision thing. I think because I pre-ordered the game, I should have it anyway. But it's nice to be, like, absolutely sure that I'm going to get in, you know? Oh, don't do that to me. Do. There we go. Yeah. Approve. Oh my god, I've got so much security on my bloody Call of Duty account. It's unreal. Select a platform. I guess that. There we go. Well, yeah, it's good to know that I'll be in the COD beta, which is, you know, you'd hope so, because of stuff. Has there still been nothing to show or details on DMZ? No, there's been nothing. I watched bloody Westy did a video. I think it was Westy. Someone did a video yesterday where it's like, this crazy new thing about DMZ. And as far as I could tell, it wasn't anything new. I think he was saying that they've said in an interview that the stories will all kind of, all the campaign stories will converge and end up at the point where DMZ starts. And it's like, we were told that in the creator briefing. We were told what the end of the campaign is and how that leads to DMZ. I don't want to spoil it, obviously. But it's like, it's a thing we knew.
Moving here.
I know, right? Hopefully they release Season 5 Reloaded early. I don't think they'll release it early, but I think they might release it late. For the Zombies map. I think they might release the Zombies map late. I don't know why everyone's been like, oh, can they release it early? It's like, just release it late. Surely that's much easier. Hey, can you help me with a quest? Can you help me with a quest? Can you help me with a quest? I'll give you my gun. Hey, can you help me with a quest? God damn it.
Hostile advanced UAV is active.
Hey, I just needed you to help me with a quest. You just need to take my gun and I can leave and you can exfil at some point and it'll all be fine. That's all I need.
Ultra One, kill confirmed. Too many of those will put a bounty contract on your head. Ultra One,
Oh.
near your location and requesting medical.
No, help me with a quest! God damn it, I'm solo! You can just help me with a quest. Oh, all I need you to do...
Ultra One, copy that. Requesting medical for
You can get me back alive. I'm solo. That'd be great. I just need you to exfil with that machine gun. While I'm alive, preferably. Thanks. I need someone to take. Yeah. I need someone to take my machine gun and then exfil with it at some point before I do.
Yeah, I can take it. I've got a spare slot. I'm just here.
Okay, well. I mean, I don't actually have a gun now, but I'm sure I'll find something. Thanks.
Well, can I drop you another one?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, anything. I just. Thanks. Cool. That'll work.
Need mid-cal rounds.
No worries.
LMG rounds here.
Nice.
That's
The
good.
two chaps don't seem to have mics, I think. Or no comms anyway.
Yeah. I think a lot of people on PlayStation are in like Discord calls, aren't they? So they can't hear us.
I reckon so, yeah. It's bloody annoying.
I spawned over here, so there won't be an enemy here, I don't think.
You come in solo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Movements incoming.
Ooh, 2-plate stealth there.
Oh, that's just
Here, what we've
bots.
got here? Oh, okay. Oh, I can race that far and get some plates.
So new part of info is Russia part of the map not getting released right away. Surely we kind of could have expected. Like the map will. Well, I suppose the idea there's a whole if there's a whole area of it, that's kind of crazy. That's fair enough. That's not really clickbait then. I obviously didn't listen to long enough in the video for it.
They tagged me!
This team is kind of getting messed up.
That was the wanted Lombardi, Montoya. Transferring his bounty payment to you now.
Hey.
Ultra One, enemy threat appears low in your area.
Oh, papa. There we go. Don't think there's anybody about. It's very, very quiet. Shots in the middle. There's shots over in Rohan.
Enemy helo marked! Enemy movement marked!
Oh, yeah. Forgot I had that.
They're circling back round.
Mm-hmm.
That vehicle is gonna blow!
Oh, maybe they're trying to... Oh no, it went. They lost the heli.
Ooh, some more.
Taking effective fire!
Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements incoming.
I can hear shots, but I just can't tell where they are. There's some shots off to the southeast somewhere. Quite close. Near like the police station, I think.
Yeah, let me drop you some
Ultra
stuff
One,
here.
attacking those
Ooh.
operators put a bounty on your head. Your location is being
Yes.
tracked by an enemy squad.
Oh, I just got somebody over there. Here we go.
Get down! Enemy sniper here!
Crikey, where is he?
Copy that.
Yeah, that's,
Ultra One,
that's
your
okay.
squad is separated. Suggest you stick together.
Where's he going? He's going around here somewhere.
ALTV here.
Ultra One, enemy threat is moderate in the AO.
Marking
Hostile
enemy.
UAV in the area. Enemy UAV active.
Cracked one on top.
Two players at that. One of them just right.
Yeah, cracked one on top. There's one off to the right a little bit.
Yeah. There you go.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Hunt that sniper!
Oh, crikey.
Nice, there's one down.
Oh, I've got a blast right.
Cracked another one.
Ultra One, a squad mate
Can get
is
down the stairs
You
a
are
bit now.
taking effective fire.
I got you!
No hits. Oh,
Enemy UAV overhead.
I'm hit!
good kill. So one of them's dead, but there's two.
Whoa, 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 I'm still getting sniped from out there.
Another one's just dropped down from one of those. What might be channel 7, that's channel 7.
Trying to get a little bit closer.
And I've just downed one again there.
Moving here!
I think there's someone. It sounds like there's someone upstairs in this building.
Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements incoming.
Copy!
Yeah, still some on 7 and there's somebody just behind this building in the back corner. I reckon if number 2 goes around the back.
I can't get close
Well,
enough.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, as I know. It hasn't been covered, I haven't talked about it yet.
We need to rotate on it somehow. Don't really know how.
Alright, I'm gonna get up close.
Intel located a weapons case in the area. We're tracking it on your TAC map now. Be advised a heavily armored target is guarding it, so expect contact. Ultra One, killing operators will put a contract on your head. Engage at your discretion.
Enemy visual!
Hostile advanced UAV overhead.
One's down on 7.
That's a different team.
Oh no!
Moving!
I think I killed one person from each team.
Yeah, there's a...
They're not like look where they are. Look where they are.
Yeah, explore here, I think now, either. Crikey, another one down.
He just got killed by bots. I think he went AFK. There's 2 bots ran up to him.
Okay.
Ultra One, be advised. Enemy threat is high in the AO.
Enemy here.
Well, this was a depressing end. I sort of thought maybe this team would be okay. Just exfil. I wouldn't worry about. I don't think you're going to be fighting all 4 of them.
I've got an extra with your gun, haven't I? You still
That'd
get
be
it if
good. Yeah, it might still work.
Marking extraction zone.
Yeah, it says you just have to extract it before I exfil. That's it.
Enemy JLTV here.
Oh, you're in. Okay. Just cracked him.
Close to
Oh,
a
GG.
survival streak. Redeployment is standing
Cheers,
by.
mate.
I thought I did quite well there for a bit.
So much for stealth vest.
Oh, dear. But yeah, sorry, the skill-based matchmaking thing. Yeah, I had a sort of brief conversation with someone about skill-based matchmaking on Twitter, which was as fun as ever, where they were like, but I'll read it to, I'll read some of this conversation to you because it was kind of wild, to be honest. He said, so, no man, that's the wrong thing. This one. So, this was the conversation. This was a response to my tweet where I was just saying like, I don't know what they're talking about when they keep on saying like, oh, we've got like the new matchmaking and open matchmaking. And then sometimes they say classic and it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, so then I put a thing on it on a tweet saying like, I love skill-based matchmaking. I think skill-based matchmaking is a really good thing, blah, blah, blah. And then someone said, not for 100+ ping, it's not. And then I was like, oh, but in the white paper, they showed that even with the matchmaking from like the old thing that people didn't like, they still prioritize connection. And then matchmaking's like a lower priority than that. And then he said, the level of gaslighting here is unreal. There's extensive, he put that in capitals, data that COD has not prioritized ping or allowed matchmaking to override it since Modern Warfare 2019. The closest we got was this last title. Ping is king has been dead for a long time now. And I said, no one's gaslighting, don't be ridiculous. The extensive data is a few content creators doing tests they made up show something that they already believed. What I'm talking about is the white paper from the people who made the system. Believe whichever one you want. And he said, and it's a stupid easy test to do yourself, by the way. Even while operating under the assumption the white paper is entirely factual, they would be incentivized to hide the truth a little. The data doesn't line up. Not believe data, testing. I rarely take anyone at their word. This was filled with spelling errors, by the way. So what was your test? I assume, so this is, you know, when they said, you can test it yourself, it's super easy. So I said, okay, so what was your test? I assume you have your main account, which has an established skill-based matchmaking history, and then you started a new account, which should immediately go into protected brackets, and you compare the ping. For a proper test, you're probably going to have to, like, play both accounts for a few days. And then they said, so this is their description of a super easy test that anyone can do. I had 4 accounts from family and friends, established skill levels across the spectrum, dedicated network, identical systems, retested for redundancy. Don't know what that means. Dedicated network, monitoring ping time to Cloudflare and the nearest cloud server, newest account played since Cold War. So he had 4 accounts that have been playing since 2022. No, Cold War was 2020. So he's had 4 accounts that are all at least 6 years old, all playing on a dedicated network. I don't know what he means by that. Identical systems retested for redundancy. I don't know what he's tested for redundancy. He said dedicated network again. He said it twice for some reason. Monitoring ping time to Cloudflare and the nearest COD server. Newest account played since Cold War. So that's the 6 years thing. And then he said, also tested on 2 Xbox Series X consoles. Matching results across platforms. Matching results, different devices. Controls on ping time, latency, download and upload speed, port selection, etc. But that does not change the fact that if ping was king, every bit of that would be irrelevant. I should not be pinging EU servers on occasion from central US on 2 accounts. Again, this is easily doable. It's easy to get 4 accounts across a device that's been tested for redundancy that are all at least 6 years old. I don't know. Establish accounts across skill levels and all the controls on networking and system performance possible. Cross-tested for redundancy. He keeps saying cross-tested for redundancy. And then I said, that's an insane amount of work to do to try and prove a theory that they're secretly making people's ping worse as a side effect of manipulating how many games they win. But fair enough. If that's what you've done, go you. I'll just trust what people who make the game say. And then he came back to say, from the same white paper where they full-on admit to backing off Delta Ping, even if it's lower priority. As I said, you should take the white paper in full. And the bit that he quoted says, matchmaking targets are loosened over time in a pattern. We call these loosening patterns backoffs. As the search ages, the system becomes more willing to accept looser restrictions across all dimensions, as the absence of a match over time is an indicator not enough players are available to form a match with the current targets. The rate of these backoffs and the volume of available searches determines time to match. We've always backed off on skill more quickly than the other matchmaking dimensions like Delta Ping, as outlined in our first white paper. Exactly how much is dependent on game mode and game type. Below is a detailed description of how skill is used in the matchmaking algorithm. So I replied, that's literally saying if search takes too long, then they back off skill matchmaking first, then ping. Of course they do, otherwise people might never find a game. I'm not sure what you're trying to point out here. It's literally saying it cares more about ping than skill. Then he replied to that, if you actually dig into the technical portion of the document, they're specifically referencing Delta Ping instead of ping, packet time. Packet time is the most important aspects of any multiplayer experience. Not to mention the fact that Delta Ping is a term invented and coined by Activision, not one that exists in IT or other technical fields prior. I googled it quickly. Delta Ping is just what they use as a number they use for, like, what's the difference in your ideal ping to the best Call of Duty server for you compared to the ping of the server that they're going to connect you to. So obviously they want it to be 0. They want to put you on the best server for you, but it's not always possible if there's not enough other people there. So I said, but it's just a useful value for them because it's a number they can get to 0. It's the difference between your ping to the best server for you and the ping to the server it's connecting you to. 0 Delta Ping is achievable. 0 ping is not. It's just terminology. Then they said, Delta Ping, by their definition, does not take packet time into account, which is an important distinction. While I'm sure ping is factored into the equation, they mentioned it's considered but not where. And I said, oh, you misunderstood it then. Delta Ping is the difference in packet time from your platform to the best server for you, compared to your platform to whatever server it's considering. That number is the Delta Ping, so packet time is obviously taken into account. Then they replied, again, it would be difficult to determine that for sure, even though that's literally what they say, because that already is an established term in the industry called the latency delta, and I don't see why they would need to create a new term for a widely used thing. Latency deltas are used in gaming streaming routing, and at that point I just stopped replying, because it's like, okay, you're willfully ignoring what the white paper says because it doesn't quite fit what you want. Ridiculous. Someone has just asked me if I want to collaborate them with a case. I do not. I do not want to do a thing for a case. Right, I need to bloody pick another... I need to pick another gun. Change. Oh, I need to go back to assault rifles. Tank 56. Equip. I need to go to gunsmiths. I need to put all the things on. Oh, I should be able to save a custom mod, actually, shouldn't I? So then this would be silly. I do need aim down sight speed. Aim down sight speed is like super important. I don't know what other things are good with this. 60 round mag is good. Obviously, I need a good... These are all locked, so I can't use any of them. I need a good sight. Recoil control is good. What else could I use? Armor piercing and vehicle damage. I don't think that actually helps that much. I don't know what is good. This probably? Recoil stainless. But that loses aim down sight speed. Oh, hip walking speed. I'm going to put that on. And then I'm going to save a custom mod. DMZ. So then I can make this quickly again. I don't know what's good. I don't want to look it up though. You know, it's like, it feels silly. Right, let's go. Deploy. Let's try again. You just publish the ELO score and let people deal with it. Yeah, I agree. That's like the most obvious solution to the skill-based matchmaking woes is to let people see their score. I guess it would open it up to more manipulation because people would be able to do tests to see exactly what changes their ELO score and then manipulate it. But I still think it's a minority of people that would do that. They just need to explain this new matchmaking system. I genuinely think... so this is my prediction on what happened. They found that when they did the open matchmaking, the same thing happened that they said in the white paper had happened before when they tested it without telling people, that with the open matchmaking, people played for less time. People, like, didn't enjoy the game as much. And so they're saying, they're basically reintroducing skill-based matchmaking, and they don't want to say that. I assume. Yeah, Mark. Agree with that too. Like I was saying, like when they did that thing with Blackout where everyone was complaining for ages saying the tick rate on the servers. Can you remember when everyone was complaining about tick rate for a while? One of the first times I noticed that was Blackout, and everyone was complaining about the tick rate on the servers being really bad, being at like 20, and they were like listing all the ways in which it's painfully obvious that the tick rate is so low. And then at some point, Treyarch came out and said, oh yeah, we bumped the tick rate up to 40 or 60 or something. They were like, yeah, we bumped the tick rate up like a couple of months ago. And no one had noticed. No one had noticed. And it's like, that was like, I loved it. I loved it so much that it was just like, it's like the whole wine connoisseur thing, you know, whenever people do blind taste tests with wine, no one can tell the difference between expensive and cheap wine. You know, within reason. You don't want to go to the absolute cheapest. But, like, you know, no one can tell the difference between a £10 bottle of wine and a £50 bottle of wine. And this has been proven over and over again. And there's still groups of people that think that, like, there's massive differences in wine. And it's like, you're just paying for the label. But, it's a very similar thing where there's, like, a lot of content creators and just people who comment on the internet have... I don't think they're even lying. I think they've convinced themselves that something that they think in their head using their common sense is just right. And they're not willing to accept any new information. I see it all the time. And it goes through predictable patterns that, like, people will blame tick rate, then people will blame desync, people will blame skill-based matchmaking ruining their connections, people will blame out-of-region players. It happens again and again. It's weird how a lot of those content creators that blame all those things don't seem to blame, like, the cheats and the Cronus users and stuff like that as much. Makes you think. There's, like, tons of massive dragonflies in my garden. I feel like, you know, we get dragonflies in the garden every now and then. But there's literally, I can see right now, like, 5 dragonflies. That's wild. Anyway. The problem with your skill is not hitting people. Yeah, if I was better at the game, that'd be good. When everyone becomes a sysadmin. There's a few content creators who are really bad for it, where they'll play a game and if they have a bad time, they'll be like, oh, it's because I'm on this server and the tick rate's obviously 20 and blah, 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 this and blah, blah, that. And then they'll do whole videos where they'll like record something at 60 frames a second and then be breaking it down and being like, well, this is obviously because blah blah blah, and it's like every time I've spoken to developers about it, they're just like, oh, it's just nonsense. It's just utter nonsense. And there's like, I had a conversation with someone who worked on Warzone about the whole tick rate thing, and they were saying that like, yeah, if you increase the tick rate, it makes the game worse. So it's like, it's a good thing that we keep the tick rate low. And he wasn't like doing that in a PR way. He was just chatting and being like, oh yeah, like they don't know what they're talking about. And I'm inclined to believe them. But that's the other problem, is that a lot of these people have very much done the Trump era approach of, if someone says something they don't like, they if someone says something they don't like, they just discredit that person rather than engaging with the thing that was said. They're just like, oh yeah, well, obviously the developers lie. Obviously the developers wouldn't tell you the truth about that because, you know, they've got this incentive to do that. And it's always some nonsense. But it's like they can just come up with a reason and be like, oh yeah, that white paper that, you know, we asked for ages. There was the whole thing with Call of Duty where they said, where people were saying for ages, why don't they talk about skill-based matchmaking? Why won't they even acknowledge it? Why won't they talk about how it works? What have they got to hide? And then they literally prepared and released a whole white paper explaining how their system worked, which you'd think is probably quite a bad thing to do in terms of, you know, other people who are making games probably want to copy stuff like that. But they did it anyway to satisfy the community, and then immediately the community were like, well, no, that's not right. They're not right about that. They're lying. Because it didn't say what they wanted it to say. They wanted it to say, oh yeah, skill-based matchmaking just looks at your skill and it manipulates you. It's engagement-based matchmaking, and they manipulate you into, you know, playing more by making you win certain games and making you lose other games. And it's like, anyone with half a brain can think about that for like 10 seconds and be like, well, no, that doesn't make sense, because you can't force someone to win a game of Warzone or force someone to lose a game of Warzone. And when people are saying, oh, skill-based matchmaking's so bad, when people are like, oh, skill-based matchmaking's so bad, like, if I win one game, then I'm put up against pros, and then there's nothing I can do. The next game will be made literally impossible for me. And you can just look at the game and be like, oh yeah, but there's these new contracts, and there's people winning 5 games in a row fairly easily, so that's obviously not true. Like, that literally can't be true, otherwise people wouldn't ever win 5 games in a row. But they do, so that's not how it works. It's like stuff like that where it's like, it's easy to discredit some ideas about how stuff works. And it's also just the incentive thing. Like, when people are saying skill-based matchmaking, oh yeah, it prioritizes skill and it ruins your connection, so you have all these laggy games. And it's like, why? Why would they do that? Like, what would be the incentive for Activision to give you laggy games? Because the whole point of engagement-based matchmaking or whatever is that you enjoy the game more, so you want to play it more. You're not going to want to play the game more if it feels super laggy. So if they had a way to make your connection better, surely they'd take it. But no, apparently not. Silly. You've largely unfollowed most COD creators. It's just a little silly. I mean, same, to be honest. I engage so much less. I replied to a tweet from another COD creator the other day, and then I just deleted it 5 minutes later because I was like, why? I don't need to get into this sort of conversation. It's not worth it.
Requesting medical near your location.
Where are they? 400 meters away. What I want is to find another friendly solo who wants to exfil anyway, so I might actually just go hang around near an exfil.
Ultra One, an operator is near your location and requesting medical.
There's a lot of people dying over there. I don't think I'm going to get there and find a solo. Your favourite was the data access request. Weird how so many people didn't talk about their numbers. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. For anyone who forgot, someone found that there was a way where you could get your data from Activision, do a data access request, and the data would show you loads of all the information they had about you, including your skill rating and how it had changed over time and stuff. And as you say, lots of people requested their data, and then when they got it, weirdly they didn't talk about it. Almost as if it didn't show what they wanted it to. Someone's been here.
Enemy UAV active.
Boo. I was gonna get destroyed. You still have your data, super interesting, but you work in data, so very much your bank.
Copy your medical request alerting nearby operators.
I'm just solo, don't worry, there's no one else about. That'll be a team of 4 because they killed the other people. I'm never going to get someone to pick up my weapon and take it out. Well, they've gone, but I could imagine another team coming by, so I'll wait a little bit. Vanguard, you notice skill-based matchmaking. The most 2 games you go double positive, then an extra in a lobby with players way better than you. Okay, so here's my theory, Afterlife, which I've had forever with Call of Duty. I think what happens is most matches you're against people who are roughly as good as you. Most matches, if you're playing by yourself, most matches you're with players who are kind of as good as you. If you have good games, you get less careful. You get cocky. And so you have a couple of good games, and then you get cocky, and you start making stupid mistakes, and then you have a bad game. That's what I think happens. And obviously there's always going to be some variation. There's some games where, like, maybe the people you're playing with aren't paying as much attention, maybe they're a bit less coordinated, and then some games you'll get against a team that are actually talking and actually trying. Like, there's loads of different things that can happen, but I don't think there's that much variation in the lobbies you're getting into. If you're playing a game where there's lots of people playing. When me and Mark played some Battlefield RedSec off stream yesterday, and we got put in a game against Gargod, who's like one of the, what did you say, he was like top 10 players in Battlefield RedSec, and we're in like, and this is ranked, and we're in like bronze, and he's like one of the best players in Europe. And it's like, okay, cool. So when there's not many people playing, you are going to have a lot more variation. But when there's lots of people playing, I think the variation is much more in you than it is in the people you're playing against. But regardless, it doesn't really, I don't think it really matters. Like, if you are playing well, like, I think they've talked before about the idea that there's like 2 different ways to measure your skill. There's like your skill over time, which is much harder to change. And then there's like your skill recently, and it's like if you are doing really well, it should put you up against people who are also doing well, because the alternative is that you're just going to dominate lobbies. And like, you have that in Call of Duty sometimes. You know, you'll have games where you're just absolutely wrecking the enemy team, and that's not much fun. And then you have other games where you get absolutely destroyed, and that's not much fun. The fun games are the ones where it's kind of close. He's 8th currently. Crazy. But yeah, I genuinely don't think there's... I don't think there's a huge amount of... I don't think there's much going on behind the scenes in terms of skill-based... I don't think there's anything secret. That's what I'm trying to say. Where do reverse boosters fit into it? You're supposed to get into lower bracket of players. Yeah, like, and that's been a thing in games for a long while as well, since there's been like any kind of skill-based matchmaking. Is people will pretend to be bad for a while and do badly, so they get an easy game. And content creators are really bad for that, because they obviously want footage of them like dominating a game of Warzone or dominating a game multiplayer. So they don't mind losing like 20 games that they don't record to then play a couple of games where they get a nuke. And there's not much you can do against people like that. Like, they're just like annoying, but like what practically can you do against that? I think like it's somewhere where I don't want to say AI because that obviously has other connotations, but it's somewhere where machine learning definitely I think could fit in, is looking at players' skill. You know, like I'm sure machine learning could look at stats and come up with a better ELO calculation than any algorithms that people make, where they could just look at it and like it could start detecting things like, oh, okay, here is a player that we know was reverse boosting, so let's feed that data into the system, and so then let's get some reverse boosting detection going, where if you notice someone seems to be purposely throwing games, you don't move their skill bracket. Yeah, Afterlife. That's what I was saying. Like, if you do have... like, that's what I was saying about there's being two types of skill detection, isn't there? There's, like, the long-term one, which you can't change just by winning a couple of games. But then there's a short-term one, where if you are on a sort of winning streak where you're winning every game quite easily, it makes sense that it would put you up against other people who are doing a bit better. It makes sense that it would, like... But, like, I imagine that there's a kind of ELO score for you. Say your ELO score is 3,000. And then I imagine there's a modifier. So say if in a particular gaming session you're doing really well, it might add a modifier of, oh, we're going to add 500 to your ELO score because today you're really on it, you're doing really well. So we want to put you up against other people. Because the whole point of the system is to avoid one-sided matches, because they're not much fun, except for people who are a bit odd, who do like one-sided matches, which is basically everyone who complains about skill-based matchmaking. They just want easy matches. Did any of you watch that video that I did yesterday about Drone Sector? Because that's a game for people who like one-sided matches. It's basically, for anyone who didn't watch it, it is a game where it's like the AC-130 mission from Modern Warfare, but turned into a whole game. And you play this drone that's basically an AC-130, and you can command some units on the ground, but basically you're shooting down from above and just wiping out enemies. And it's very, very one-sided. And it's kind of fun in a way, in the same way that, you know, sniping games can be fun because you're not in any danger, you're not going to get killed, but you're taking out enemies. And you can still trick yourself into being like, oh yeah, I'm really skillful because I'm doing these shots really well. But a lot of the joy is coming out from the fact that you're safe. You're safe. And I think that's what a lot of people want. A lot of people want to feel like they're doing well, but not have any risk of failure, which isn't really the essence of any kind of sport or competition. The essence of any sport or competition should be that you're putting yourself up against people to prove that you're better than them, and that only makes sense to do if you're putting yourself up against people who might be better than you. Otherwise, it's, you know, like Premier League footballers joining a five-a-side tournament. Oh, there's people nearby. Hey, you coming to get me up? The people who killed me left ages ago. I've been here for, like, so long. Hey, thank you. Oh, thanks. Can you do me a favour? Do you have any space in your bag for an extra gun? I've got a mission where someone has to exfil with my gun. If I, like, drop it. Could you take that gun and then just, whenever you exfil, I'll just exfil after you. Thanks. Now, this does only work if this guy exfils. If he doesn't exfil, I'm screwed. We need that.
Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements incoming.
It's nice that someone got it. Then you have the argument of should skill-based matching be in ranked only? No, it should be in every game mode. There shouldn't be a game mode where you don't have it. I'm not opposed to there being an open playlist where if people want to play without it, they can do.
Ultra One, your squad is spread out. Advise you stay
But
together.
I think people will find that it becomes not all that popular. Which I'm guessing is what they found with this one, that it's not that popular. Otherwise, why wouldn't they just keep on doing it? Why would they be moving away from it if it was super popular, you know? That would be silly. The next game you get obliterated compared to previous games and then you quit, which is what they're trying not to happen. Yeah, so that's why it won't work like that. I think you're acting Afterlife as if it's like you're either putting games that you're definitely going to win or you're going to get put in games where you definitely lose. But that's not what's happening. What's happening is they're just putting you in games. They're trying to put you in games with people where you've got like a 50-50 shot. And sometimes they might get it wrong because people are people. But that's what they're trying to do. And I think that's a good thing to try and do. You just knocked Gagod. Does that mean you're 7th in the world? Yeah. Are you still playing ranked? You love RedSec ranked. You love it. How long are you playing RedSec for? Some numbers. It is fun seeing numbers go. I'd be up for playing some maybe if you've got space and if you're going to be on for a bit longer. Yeah, extract. What is going on with this guy? Right, there we go. Guy's making annoying noises. Right, I need this guy to exfil before me. Gotta leave work at 11:30. Sad times. You're gonna need 130 to get to the next level.
Low in this area.
It's not too bad. I really hope this guy exfils before me. This is the sort of mission that's super easy to get done when you're in a squad. Someone's doing the chemist over there. Is he in a car? Right. I think I need to sit a bit further away from the
Ultra One, enemy threat is moderate near your location. Ultra
Okay.
One, extraction is inbound at this time.
Ultra One, Dino Force inbound for
Koshai.
extraction. We're 2 clicks out.
Hate people doing the Koshai thing. Really
Ultra
not a
One,
fan.
you've got hostile reinforcements incoming.
That was fun.
This is Dino 4. We're approaching the L.
Actual to Ultra One, winds are... Advise you get to extraction before we move.
I'm gonna get on this to help him.
Dino 4 is at the extract point. Be advised, we can't stay here long. Dino 4 to actual. All objectives and personnel secure. We're RTB at this
I need
time.
you to exfil before me, so I'll get the next one. Good luck, thanks.
Ultra One, depositing cash in a dead drop to fast track your weapon recovery.
Will this even count? Oh yeah, it was. I think it was a Come on. That should have completed it, shouldn't it? Shouldn't that have completed it? Or is it just I now need to exfil?
Ultra One, extraction is inbound at this time.
All Ultra, Dino 4 is inbound for extraction.
Getting a good little bit of target practice in here. Did shoot that guy most in the legs. Right, I just need to hope that I get out of this alive. Oh, I don't have any ammo.
Dino 4, we're standing by. Get to the extraction point now. All Ultras Oscar. Dino 4 is RTB.
Come on. Hopefully this will work. I think I did everything I need to do. Come on, game. Come on, come on, come on. Did it count? Did it count? That's the question. I don't see how it could not have. I did drop my gun. Oh, it has to be an enemy! God damn. I had to leave squad. It has to be an enemy. Yeah, thanks for that now, Strauss. If you told me that like a minute ago, I could have left squad and it would have been fine. Oh. Thank you very much for telling me just after it didn't work. I appreciate it. Perfect timing. Bloody hellfire. That's so annoying. It's not an enemy operator. Ah! I need 3 minutes to get another gun, which I need another gun, so... Otherwise I can't do this stupid quest. The only thing you've ever noticed while playing is team balance means you're very much hard carrying a team. But it's weird that, like, I sometimes get matched up in games against people who I know in Call of Duty. Like, I sometimes get matched up in games. And I'm not obviously not very good at Call of Duty, and I still get put in some games with people who are, like, at least content creators and streamers. I don't bloody know any COD pros, so I wouldn't know. But I just think it's a lot more random than people think. How the hell do I give someone my gun? Do I just have to, like, drop it somewhere and hope they find it? I might just make a beeline for an exfil, drop my gun there, and hope that someone takes it. I don't know how else to do it. I don't know how else to get this mission done. If someone has an idea, please do tell me. Please do share. I've got to wait. How long have I got to wait now? 1 minute. I really thought I'd got this mission done. I hadn't paid attention to the enemy bit. Squiz, you're my enemy. Can you take my gun? I get to play some more War Dogs tonight, so that's nice. Yeah, someone offered for me to do a sponsored video for a PC case, but it's like the idea of taking apart my PC to put it all in another case just seems horrific. I do not want to do that. Hi, Invoked. How's it going? How are you? I am having a rough time. The other thing is, if I drop a gun on the floor and then leave it for someone to take, it'll just despawn, won't it? That's the other problem. What is it that I need for the third insured slot? I think it's like gold skulls and stuff. I'm really looking forward to being able to play the new Call of Duty. It's crazy that it's like less than a month away now. Boop. Equip. Yeah. How many days is it until COD next? How long? Is it like 4 weeks? How long until August 21st? 3 weeks and 3 days. 3 weeks and 3 days. That's not that long. That's really good. Exactly, Invoked. Well, all I need to do is I need to find a solo player who will take my gun and exfil. So I figure what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight to an exfil, and I'm going to try and talk to whoever exfils and try and convince them to take it. Oh, I am in next. Afterlife. I can't say any more than that, but I am in COD next. Thank you. So your fingers crossed worked very quickly. But yeah. I think obviously it's a lot easier for them to invite everybody this time because, you know, they're not taking us anywhere. But yeah, I do get to be involved in whatever it is. I honestly don't know much about it. But I don't think I'll be able to talk about it until the day. But I don't know what we're going to be playing. I don't know if they're going to send stuff out. I don't know how we're going to be playing, whether we'll be doing matches. You know, like they could just do a big tournament, in which case I'll be playing for about 5 minutes. You got another War Dogs email. Are you in the test today, Mark? Are you in today's test? We can't talk about the content of the test, but we can talk about when the tests are. If you're in a test today, I'll play it today. I might play it anyway because it's quite fun. I was thinking I want to spend a bit of time practicing helicopters in that. Might do some of that later. Just learn to get good. Right, I need to get to an exfil. That's the goal. Oh, my throat is going weirdly. Let's get to an exfil. Would be cool if we get first proper look at DMZ. That would be cool. I don't think it's likely though. I feel like it'll just be whatever the beta is. I think it'll just be creators playing the beta to show it off, and then everyone gets access.
Welcome to Al Mazrah.
That's my expectation.
Secure intel and loot to gain access to new missions. Enemy threat is high, so expect contact.
Although it will be weird if they do that, if it's just Codex is just creators getting 2 hours early access to the beta, or whatever it is, you know, 4 hours, 3 hours. And then they do that, and then it doesn't work. You know, what if there's a bug with it or something? Right, there's an exfil. No one's going to go there to exfil, are they? I think people will go here to exfil.
Marking extraction zone. Vehicle marked.
Go vehicle. But yeah, I doubt it'll be anything to do with DMZ. Sadly. Because they're not going to get... If like, for Connex, they're not going to invite loads of people, I don't think, who don't play games like DMZ to play it. I think that's always a mistake. Like, when they got people to play zombies and people didn't know what the hell they were doing. This is first I've got a free play. I didn't even realise. Yeah, I don't think they'll do that. I think it'll just be multiplayer. I hope they show off some DMZ sometime before launch. Although part of me, that's more just because I can't wait to play DMZ. Part of me is like, wouldn't it be cool if we don't know anything about DMZ? There's a big fight going on that train. Don't want to go that way. Right, let's go to this expo then. I don't want to get involved in a whole team fighting on top of a train. It let you download the client, so maybe. Did it give you access to the Discord? It's another full team. Everything's like communicated via the Discord, so that's how you would know. Well, I suppose Killblock's only got gunfight in it at launch, hasn't it? So it'll probably be like the normal multiplayer instead of Killblock. I'm guessing Killblock will be, the gunfight will be in the beta. I don't know. I just don't think he'll be DMZ.
Ultra One, activity has increased in the area. Keep your eyes open.
I hope Killblock's in a beta because it looks super fun. I think there were players on top of high rise, unsurprisingly.
Ultra One, an operator is requesting medical near
Maybe.
your location.
So annoying. There's no team, I was just solo.
Ultra One, copy that. Requesting medical for you now.
Thanks.
Get on.
How many bloody ammo? They took all my ammo.
I don't know why it does that.
There's a team up on high rise, I think.
Yeah, they jumped from Channel 7 to over there.
Do you think Half-Life? It's weird that they still haven't mentioned Warzone yet. You reckon multiplayer reveal, segments on progression, future Warzone, segment on DMZ, but no gameplay other than devs? Yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, I've got my foot.
I downed a guy in there. I think he might have backed out. Go check its body.
You can't just leave someone's squad. Kind of annoying.
Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements incoming. Ultra One, activity is increasing near your location. Stay alert.
Yeah, kill block seems great. Seems really good.
Yep, where's the backpack? Are you glitch
Weird,
it?
you can't pick up the actual backpack.
Yeah, clear.
Ultra One, be advised, enemy attack helo is heading your way.
Alright. There's nothing in there, Blue.
Right, so I don't know what we're doing now. I don't know how I'm gonna give someone my insured weapon. Guess I'll just play. What else have we got to do? Hard drives and kill operators. Kill operators.
Motherfuckers.
Hey, Squiz, thank you for sending over a gift membership. That's super kind of you. Thank you, Squiz. Didn't have to do that.
Revive kit here.
Ultra One, activity has increased in the area. Keep your eyes open.
Revive kit here.
Halo comes out. Nice. My friend and I played through the Black Ops 7 campaign over the weekend. Now on to Gears 5. I think we're going to go through the Halo campaign once out. Cool. Maybe I'll start some of the Halo campaign.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I played through the new missions the other day on stream. I haven't played any of like the main campaign though. New missions are surprisingly like chunky. The Black Ops 7 campaign is so bad. So bad. Thank you, Squiz, for the support. I do really appreciate everyone who supports me financially. It is a tough time to be doing this content stuff right now, so all support helps to keep me do it for longer. Making a little bit of money, so I'm not just playing games. I really hope DMZ turns things around a bit.
Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements incoming. Ultra One, actual UAV is on station.
I could do.
Ultra One, activity is increasing near your location. Stay alert. Intel suggests you downed a high-value target of the Las Almas cartel. Last known alias, Romero. Confirm PID to secure payment.
Man, I didn't get credit for clearing that.
We did.
No, I didn't. I only got 2. I need 1 more.
Yeah, we won.
Wait, switch.
Switch with me, so I can jump in. God damn it.
Wow.
Our UAV is orbiting the area. Ultra One.
I shot those people so much. And no help.
God, fucking assholes.
Why is he just gone? He's doing that. Oh, cool. Okay, no one's near me.
Ultra
Oh, he
One,
jumped down
actual.
there.
UAV is returning to base.
You didn't. I still think Modern Warfare.
Yellow, can you get to the roof? I'll come get you.
I still think Modern Warfare 3 is worse than Black Ops 7. Black Ops 7 at least is like weird and stupid. Like Modern Warfare 3 was just boring. But it doesn't make any sense, Dr. Dynamite, that they'd hallucinate the same thing. It's just that the whole story doesn't make any sense. The Black Ops story hasn't made any sense since, like, Black Ops 1. Yeah, the channel tunnel. Yes. He's got a one-shot shotgun. He's got a chance. Oh no, he's going to try and get out. He's going to bail. Oh no, the open combat missions, there's just no structure or anything. It just feels horrible. I hated them. I much prefer more linear cinematic missions in Call of Duty. I don't mind the one in Modern Warfare 2 with Soap, where you like have to go out and craft stuff, and like that's kind of cool. Like that sort of
Ultra
open
One,
was
enemy
cool.
threat is moderate near your location.
But the open combat missions in Modern Warfare 3 were just awful. It's like, oh, you want to play DMZ and just fight good spots. I don't think they're going to come back and get me. That's definitely not where my body is. It must have just glitched. I wouldn't worry about it.
No, we'll come get you. You'll be there.
Do you think?
It does that. Yeah, it does that sometimes.
That's wild. They just should have put them in the bin, info. Just put them in the bin. I couldn't believe how much I was shooting those guys in the helicopter, and I didn't even break one of their plates. Or break the helicopter. That was wild.
Ultra One, a heavily armored target is moving a weapons case through the area. We've tracked their location on your attack map. Your call if you want to engage.
That's so weird that I'm here.
Yeah, it's...
Back in the fight, lads.
Oh, we got some loot for you too, here. No, you still got your vest.
Yeah.
we can go clear this one real quick.
Enemy stronghold.
Ultra One, activity has increased in the area. Keep your eyes open. Ultra One, your squad is separated. Suggest you stick together.
It's weird to think that GTA is coming out like relatively soon. What is it, the 7th month now? So 4 months. 4 months? Less than 4 months. So we'll finally get to play GTA. What am I going to get in here? Take it. Take it.
There's some plates.
I seem to remember quite liking the Gears 5 campaign, but I played it so long ago that I don't really remember much.
Effective fire!
Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements incoming.
There we go. Get the fuck out of here. What else you working on?
Do you think they should make DMZ separate to the
I'm
full
good.
game?
I'm ready to bounce.
No. Why?
Marking extraction zone.
Actually, I'm a coach, you fellas.
Alright.
I mean, extra vest in my bag.
Ultra One, be advised. Enemy threat is high in the AO.
We're being sniped.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think extraction ever really happened, Strauss. I think lots of people tried, but I don't think there's ever been a really successful extraction game. Arc Raiders had short-lived success, but its kind of moment has already passed. I don't think there's ever been another one. I think
Ultra One, be advised. Winds are
we're
picking
still
up.
at the
Move to an
what's going to be
extraction
next
point.
after Battle Royales phase.
Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements incoming.
Alright.
Ultra One, enemy threat appears low in this area.
Thanks, man.
I'm coming. I'm just trashing that helicopter.
Yeah.
Second. That's what you get for transportation.
What happened?
There's a plea over there.
Alright, have fun, guys. I just don't like using the glitch. I'm just going to go out to Hexville. See ya.
Oh, man, I wish you would have said something. I'm sure he would have left you the chopper.
Yeah.
Oh, no, don't worry about it. I don't care. That is a good point. That would have been better.
Oh, here, you want the heavy chopper fuel?
No, that's all good.
Alright.
I got you.
I think there's a team here. I mean, I've already lost all my stuff, so...
Ultra One, that's a denied area. Enemy presence will be high.
De vuelta al juego.
Ultra One, activity is increasing near your location. Stay alert.
Marking extraction zone.
That guy's just doing the Koshai thing. Oh well. There's been no action with the kite vehicle thing, but you hope that changes. The kite vehicle? What do you mean? What are you talking about? What kite vehicle?
Marking extraction zone.
Ultra One, enemy threat is moderate near your location.
Kite vehicle?
Ultra One, extraction is inbound at this time.
Ultra One, Dino Force inbound for extraction. Be advised, radiation is coming in fast. It's gonna be a tight window.
What are you talking about? There's been no action with the kite vehicle thing yet.
Ultra One, actual. High winds are pushing in radiation. Start moving to an extract point.
Are you talking about Gears of War? I wish you could res people without adding them to your squad.
Advise you get here fast. Dino 4 to actual. All objectives and personnel secure. We're RTV at this time.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that. I said I doubted they'd make another DMZ. I did. I mean, I can easily be wrong, obviously. You think there'll never be a Medal of Honor again? I don't know. Oh, they did a Medal of Honor fairly recently, didn't they? A VR one that was meant to be terrible. Respawn made it. Weirdly, it's like the first game Respawn have made that was apparently bad. I've not played it, but I've heard it's bad. But yeah. So, I mean, yeah, there's been a Medal of Honor relatively recently. It's just stuff like Medal of Honor. It's like, I don't know what that franchise means now, because it was just, you know, it's a first-person shooter in World War II. At a time where that was novel, but now there's loads of them. And obviously they did that other one, didn't they? The Tier 1 thing, Warfighter. I quite enjoyed, actually. But yeah, yeah, that was Medal of Honor. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what they will do. Right, well, I think I'm going to call that. We got one mission done today, I think. We still need to get this one done. We need to get that one done. And we need to get another one of those done. Before we can do this. I don't know why I'm trying so hard to get through these story missions, but I'm surprised at how much we've been able to get done solo so far. Maybe we'll get the missions done by the time we, by the time new DMZ comes out. We'll see. Anyway, that's me done for now. I am going to head off and go make a video that I've been meaning to make about why DMZ, one of the things that makes DMZ so good. And I've got an article to post. So I'm going to do that. I will see all of you tomorrow morning. And we'll play some more DMZ and it'll be fun. So I'll see you then. Goodbye.